boss. I came as soon as I got your message.
Sit down, Tom. We have a mole, Tom.
No. Oh.
I was up all night driving myself nuts trying to figure it out. I started thinking maybe it's one of our guys. We aren't paying his fair share. Someone with a light wallet. Maybe looking to Morello for a new suit. Frank wasn't around, so I went to the safe to get the account books. To see who's getting cents on the dollar he's earned.
What do you know?
The books are gone, Tom.
Frank.
More than 50 years I've known him. Everything I have, I got with Frank. And every buck we've earned, every dime we've paid out, it's all logged in those books. Frank hands those over to the feds, we're finished.
Frank respects one person in this whole town, and that's you. This has got to be some kind of misunderstanding.
I've been calling him all day. I went by his place. He's gone. His wife and kid are gone.
But why?
I don't know. I'm sure he has his reasons. Maybe he's still smarting over the dog.
The one you tried to drown?
Yeah. Same one I shot after he wouldn't let me sink her. I was a stupid kid, Tommy. But grudge or no grudge, we gotta get those books back. Shake down all our stories. See who knows what. When you catch up to Frank, you get those books. And if he doesn't have them on him, you make him tell you where to find them. After that, you do what we gotta do. Vincenzo's waiting for you with a clean car.
Tommy.
We gotta keep a lid on this, Tom. Start with Biff, but don't give him nothing. I got you a clean set of wheels. And something special here, if you want it. When Frank sees a La Parra, he'll know. They always work. Whatever it takes, Tom.
Looks like we got a collectible over here, so make sure we pick it up. Another Detective Magazine comic. Again, I'm not grabbing every single one of them, but I've been definitely grabbing a lot of them. I almost want that one, but we'll take this one. We'll test out this driving a little bit and see how it does in this specific vehicle. It looks like it's probably not too far from here where we're actually going, I don't think. A little bit of a slower vehicle, but kind of fun to drive. I love the look of Chinatown. Has a really, really cool aesthetic to it. But yeah, so it looks like we're already here, so there's not really no need to skip the drive. Going back to Biff's Pawn Shop, that's the same place that we were at before in one of the previous missions, I think 2 missions ago. Look at the sun and the way that it shines through everything. I mean, Lighting is actually really good. Maybe a little too bright. But maybe that's just on my screen.
Tommy, what's the rumpus?
Heard any big news lately? Something that Don might want to know.
It depends. What's it worth to you?
$20.
How about 40?
All right, spill.
The FBI's in town. They're getting something from Morello, but I don't know what.
How'd you hear?
Little Tony got some guy drunk in the Black Cat and drove him home. Heard a bunch of stuff, so he's the guy you want to see.
Okay. Thanks.
Always a pleasure, Tommy.
I don't know, maybe if they had some conversations of people talking during this section, it would have been a little bit more immersive, I guess. No one seems to be conversating, and I don't... There we go, there's a little bit of conversation. Let's see how the front end looks. See how that first person view is always like right on the outside of the window, I guess. But I love the way that you see the reflections in the hood of the vehicle. I think it's a pretty cool touch. Got a cop right behind us, so obviously we're not going too fast. But since we're headed right to downtown, we're going to go ahead and skip this and get to right where we're going. So there is a... I can't really see it. I don't know if it's on the other... There it is. Terror Tales.
Nah, it's not. What's this about the guy you drove home who's with the feds?
He came in for a drink, which turned into 10. He's hired muscle for some kind of safe house.
Where?
Oak Hill, corner of Pine. He gave me $10 to drive him back and keep my mouth shut. That aunt, that Councilor Gilatti's, brokered some kind of deal between Morello and the FBI. They were all ready to sit tight on someone in there.
Why the hell didn't you tell us?
Tom, I did. I came in to see Frank straight away. He didn't tell the Don?
No, he didn't.
Tom, what's going on?
I like missions that are structured like this. I know it might seem like a little tedious to have to go back and forth, but in my opinion, it doesn't feel that way. It feels... I think we're going here and then around. Okay. I guess we're going back up on the highway, so you got to go this way in order to get up to this specific street here, because it's higher. And again, what you're hearing is very blank, no sound. Normally you would hear like the radio, and obviously the radio is going to have all different types of music for you to listen to kind of keep your mind concentrating on something more than just blankness. And I'm definitely telling you that the soundtrack adds a lot more immersiveness to these levels. So if you're not recording like me, obviously have fun with that soundtrack. There's a reason that these games have them, because they're so good to listen to. Classic music is awesome. So we'll go ahead and skip this and move on.
Looks like the place.
Interesting how he pulls back in like that. That's pretty cool. Must be waiting on someone. Frank. All right, so we can't get too close, obviously.
Take me to those account books, Frank.
Now, this is where I wish there was a way to do this legitimately, where when they stop, you have to stop. You don't want to get too close, right? But then again, you literally have to stop in the middle of the road, and that, to me, is if someone is looking behind and see someone stop in the middle of the road long away, it would give me more suspicion to what's going on, you know? I don't know exactly how close
Where are they moving you to?
we can or cannot get. Also, it'd be pretty cool if you could actually use turn signals in the game. And actually, because the game is so adamant on realism. So if they're going to be very, very strict when it comes to the rules on classic mode, if they added buttons to where you had to, you know, when you were turning left or right, you actually had to use your turn signals, or it could be another reason that the cops could pull you over, would just add, you know, a little bit more to everything. But as you can see,
kind of meat happening.
as far as the world and the environment, it's one of the best worlds I've seen so far in a mafioso style type of game, you know. Looks really great. Everything looks 100% real, like it would back in the 1930s. If only, like, if only there were more places that you could enter, like businesses and things like that. But obviously almost everything in this entire map is closed off for whatever specific mission. Only whatever pertaining to that mission is going to be open. So I wonder, even if you go into free play, and I've went into free play once, you can't use, you know, the you can't use the train to go like around from one side of town to the other. It's blocked off. So I just wonder if even the places that are open, like the hotel we did the mission in, you know, the church, I wonder if they are actually closed during free play and they're only open during certain missions. Like even if we go
Shit. They taking you to the airport, Frank?
Even if we go back to, you know, Chinatown and we take a look at that shop we were just at, is that going to be closed during free play? Somebody let me know. The game is out now, so you guys should definitely be able to let me know of the situation there. Look, you got someone on the side of the road, a cop pulling over someone. I mean, I think they've done a really good job with this remake, and very, very pleased with how it's turned out. I cannot recommend this enough. If you've never played Mafia 1, even if you have played Mafia 1, it is in your best interest to replay this game and get the trilogy, get the entire Mafia trilogy. It's a great series, but I would love for this game to make enough money, this remake to make enough money, to see a Mafia 2 remake. Even though Mafia 2 still looks really good, and clearly Mafia 1 was the one that needed the biggest overhaul, I still think Mafia 2 could benefit greatly from using the same engine
Christ.
and everything.
Flying him out of state or something. Fuck, this ain't good.
I mean, I don't know how I'm going to be able to find out. I just guess I just got to get over there. But remember, it's a little bit tougher now because we don't actually have things that tells us where enemies are when you're playing on classic mode, so we'll do the best that we can. I don't see this to be a very easy task to get in here stealth-wise and do what we need to do. We'll see. Especially because I have no idea where people are.
I heard there's some guy the feds are handing over before he's flown out in a civilian plane. Said we should go steady on here.
And granted, I have no idea where I'm going. Game doesn't really give you any clue.
Let's get it done quietly and go home. He told me nothing.
All flights are suspended. Maintenance crews of private aircraft will be departing from Hangar 5 at 13:30.
Clap your hands with me. Wag your tail like a dog. Wag, wag.
I heard there's some guy the feds are handing over before he's flown out.
It's a shame that we might have to actually kill Frankie boy.
Morello hasn't the honor to even show his face. For a rat like you? Nah. Get in the car.
Wag your tail with me.
Yeah, wouldn't even let me shoot him.
So what happens next?
Once Morello gives us the books, our accounting guys go through them with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, but won't tell here these guys might...
So we'll try to remain as stealthy as we can for up to the point that we can.
Thump your chest with me. Bend your knees like a camel. Bend, bend, bend your knees with me. Bend them fast. Bend them slow.
The way the families go down. Fucking guns blazing. Stoolies and tax records.
It's the way they got Capone.
And now is how Ennio Salieri dies in jail. It's a good day, my friend.
Wiggle your ears like a hippopotamus. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your ears. Wiggle your ears with me. Wiggle them fast. Wiggle them slow.
Gotta get him before anything happens. Come on, come on. Here we go. Nice. That'll work.
He don't know shit. Place is as quiet as the grave. Next time I'll tell him.
Tom. Frank. The Don sent me.
I figured as much. I'm sorry it had to be you, Tommy.
Anything you want me to tell him?
I wish it could have shaken out better, but Morello finally came after me. It's okay. You can come out. Morello offered me a simple trade. The Don's account books for our lives and tickets out of this town.
You hand the books over yet?
I'm not so stupid, Don. They're safe. Morello was waiting for this. It's a key to a box in the Grand Imperial Bank downtown. I told Morello I'd hand it over after the plane was fueled and ready to go. His men were meant to fetch it before we left.
I took care of them. Told them to get on a plane.
Go on, March. Alice, get aboard.
Frank, you're coming with us.
Not right now, honey. Just get buckled in. Tommy and I, we have some serious business to discuss.
But Frank...
Get on the plane, March! For Alice. For me. Get on the goddamn plane, please.
You been paid yet?
Yeah.
Now you've been paid twice. You take the ladies wherever they want to go.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Tom.
Christ, Frank. Why didn't you ask us for help?
I guess I just wanted out. One way or the other. I'm tired, Tommy. Tired of lying to my wife. Tired of checking under my car every time I take a Sunday drive. And tired of waiting for the dawn to put two in my temple.
God damn you, Frank.
Man, the story is just so good. Gosh, it's starting to really be my favorite of all of the Mafia type of stories. But obviously, I know this isn't going to go without a hitch. We're going to run into Morello's men here, clearly. And it's going to be a bathhouse or blood house.
With my colleague downstairs, sir.
Thanks.
Or no, actually, what do they call it? A blood bath, I think?
Beautiful day, huh?
Uh-huh.
Keeping out of trouble, I hope.
Just picking up my Gangsta Monthly.
I need to access the deposit boxes for Frank Coletti.
Ah, yes, Mr. Angelo?
Yeah.
Mr. Coletti said it might be you who came, and to provide access. Please, follow me.
Oh, that's amazing. Like Frank, he knew what was going to happen. I swear if he ends up like screwing me over. They wouldn't make this mission unless there was going to be a shootout in the end here. So let's see.
I got the books and covered my tracks. Salieri never asked any questions. In fact, apart from the funeral, I never heard him talk about Frank again.
You're making my boys twitchy, Marku.
Sergio and I just came by to pay our respects, that's all. Known Frank a long time. Almost as long as you. He's a good man. Smart. Loyal. Loyal to his wife. His kid above all else. There must be some kind of honor in that in you.
Maybe. But I'm still looking at this headstone with his little girl's name on it.
It's a hell of a thing.
Great mission, man. This is just getting so good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. That was a completely stealthy mission. We never got caught once, and we were able to take out enemies in a non-lethal way, or I don't know if it considers it lethal to take them out. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one.